Hey guys, it's Kazaris back with one of my personal favorite archetypes in Duel Links. It was a little controversial, but I think everyone's calmed down with the saltiness by this point. Cyber Angels. So if it'll load here, I don't know why it's. God, every once in a while, like the game will like freeze. There we go. So Vennu Cyber Angels. So there are a lot of problems with the deck. Having three semi-limited cards means you can play two of only one of them, or you can play one of each of like one and one of the three. So Dakini's still the best one, obviously. This most recent ban list, I don't know why they limited Petite or Cyber Petite Angel. Like, honestly, the deck might still be somewhat irrelevant if they didn't limit that. But like, the deck was already like not very good to begin with. Like, they didn't have to neuter it as hard as they did. So Vennu offers a lot of flexibility to the deck, essentially. So the problem with it now is if you're going to use Dakini, you need exact levels, and you don't have Cyber Petite Angel to go with your level 6s now. So you need to either use two 4s, which is like a Gishki on the field, and a Senju in the grave, or two Senjus from anywhere, or two Gishki chains if you have them randomly. Or now you can use Vennu. Like, that's the reason I'm playing Vennu. It synergizes better with Dakini. I've been considering playing one Dakini and one Machine Angel Ritual. I just haven't played too much with it yet. I'm not too sure about it. So you're still playing the 3 Ben 10, 1 E to 10 still. E to 10 Tribute Ben 10 is still a fantastic play. It just nets you so much advantage. Replaces itself, gets E to 10 on the field, thins your deck, so on and so forth. We're playing Grit. So another terrible hit to this deck is the Balance nerf, as well as the Dual Standby nerf. So there is very little consistency skill you can play with the deck. I guess you can play D-Draw, but it's hard to... You probably just get OTK'd through it. You could play Switcheroo, same case. Like, the majority of the time, if you're going first, it's going to be Summon Senju Pass, or if you have an Edatin play, it's going to be Summon Senju, do an Edatin play pass. But both of those are able to be killed. You're able to die through both of those, especially since you don't have any grave protection here. Saphira is probably better. However, I don't think... Like, the Saphira build isn't really CA, because you're just summoning... You're just turboing out Saphira every time. It's just like Saphira Turbo. And I don't know, this way it's like you're summoning Vennu. Vennu and Dakini are like the main focus of the deck here. It's still Cyber Angels at its core, you know. It's still, Dakini is the big boss monster that you want to be summoning all the time instead of like Saphira is like, don't get me wrong, I love Saphira. It's still probably still a very good deck, or much more viable than this. However, like, it just, I don't know, this is more true to the core of Cyber Angel, that's for sure. So the ritual spells here, 2 of this one, 2 of the Primal Cry, and then 3 of the one that's flexible that can be used with either Vennu or the Cyber Angel. So you want to play the one that's not limiting. You want to play 3, max out on the one that isn't limiting. Primal Cry is really cool. So for those who don't know what it does, so Vennu, you can summon Vennu not using exact levels. That's a big part there. Like, these other 2 need exact levels, but you don't need it, so you can use Ben 10 and a Senju, and so on and so forth. And then during the end phase, not the turn you use it, you can banish this card from the grave, target a ritual monster in the grave that was sent there this turn, from the field this turn, and special summon it. So it doesn't have to be done on the turn you used it. So like if you summon Vennu and nothing dies that turn, like it's not dead. Like on a different end phase, you can still revive a card that was sent there from the field. But this card allows you to play through Econ Take. So like if you summon Dakini and it gets Econ taken, and then you summon a Vennu, and then Vennu can attack, stuff like that, and then end phase Primal Cry, bring back Dakini. That was Econ that turn, Econ taken, and then end phase still Dakini, add back something else. Or like it allows you to play through Treacherous Trap Hole. Like if you summon Senju, summon Vennu using Primal Cry, and they tretch you there, that sucks. But like Vennu or Primal Cry will bring back Vennu in the end phase, which is still really cool. Vennu can also change the levels of monster on the field, which is awesome. So you can reveal a monster in your hand and then target a monster on your side of the field and change it to the level. So if you have Dakini and, like, say, Edatin on the field, you can make Edatin level 8 and then tribute the Edatin, summon Dakini. That hasn't come up for me yet. It's a little niche, but like it should come up enough where like you're going to want to know that effect and be able to know how to utilize it. This is a long deck profile. Like, there's a lot of things here to go over. Like, the main thing is you need to know how to play around back row, and I'll get into that. Let's just get into the replays here. Playing around back row is crucial with this deck. Like, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you just have to say screw it and just YOLO, and like if they have it, they have it. I lose, I guess. But like, you have to play around the back row that you can play around. Like, if you assume they have Econ and you have both a Dakini and a Vennu play, you're gonna want to summon Dakini first. Stuff like that. Like if you can avoid playing around Tretch, or if you can play around Tretch, play around Tretch. Like you can't afford to lose your monsters that easily. So we're gonna get into the replay here. So it just sets 2 and passes. I drew all 3 Senju, so obviously my play here is Senju pass. Now, so this is my first game of the deck. I was kind of distracted at the point. I should have added Edith in there. However, my next top deck will be like having 2 Ben 10 here is fine. So I'm gonna Drill Dark me, Drill Dark Special Malicious. So he had break with the Malicious, which is typical. I'm gonna draw Primal Cry here, so I'm gonna send you. No, it doesn't have Chalice, thank God. Otherwise, I would have just had to go Ben 10 into Ben 10 into Search Vennu, which is still fine. But we're just gonna hard draw the Primal Cry here. Primal Cry, tribute both Ben 10, summon the Vennu. Both Ben 10 will replace themselves since it's not once per turn, thank God. Double Ben 10. I forget what happens here. Does he trust me? No, he doesn't trust me. So I'm going to add the Edatin, and then we're going to add the Ben 10. Now we have an Edatin Ben 10 play, which is awesome. Your standard CA stuff going on here. God, I've never utilized Vennu in the past, but like now with all the nerfs, like he's starting to see more play. Now he's going to trust me. He's going to hit the Edatin and the Vennu. I don't care, because we have the Primal Cry in the end phase, like I was talking about. I'm going to add the Dakini, add the Absolute back from Grave. So now, since we have like access to a ton of ritual monsters, we want to start maximizing our ritual spells that we want to have the greatest chance to draw a ritual spell that we can here to like increase the amount of plays we can do on the next turn. So we're going to add back the Machine Angel Absolute Ritual from Grave to keep as many as we can in deck. And then we're going to add back the Ben 10 with the Vennu effects since I tributed a monster. Oh, that's another thing. If you tribute a monster while Venu's on the field, you can add back a light monster from Grave, I believe. Tribute from the hand or field. You can target one. There's any monster. If you got any monster in the grave, add it back to hand. So you can recycle your Searchers, Dakini, stuff like that. But yeah, we're gonna have a Dakini play here, which is nice, and then Primal Cry is gonna summon back the Vennu. So yeah, we played through Tretch and ended with Dakini Vennu with Edatin, Ben 10, Senju in hand, which is pretty crazy, honestly. That's pretty insane. Now I get scared. I think he has a Trinity play here, but he only has a mass change, which is absolutely fine. He's going to clear the Dakini. Unfortunately, we don't have any grave protection. Now he's going to mass change again and crash with my Vennu. Otherwise, I can just attack over the Malicious. So that's his best play. Now, we don't draw the Ritual spell. However, we draw the Gishki Chain, which gives us an even greater chance of drawing or revealing a Ritual spell. And we're going to reveal the Sprite's Blessing here. Do our typical Ben 10 Edatin play again. And his back row is going to be nothing from this point. So we're going to add another Vennu to hand, and then another Primal Cry to hand. And then we're going to Primal Cry. I was scared of Wall Disruption at this point, so I'd get rid of the 2 on the field. Because like that, there was no delay here from that back row, and I was assuming he was just like saving it. But he doesn't. There's just nothing. And then Primal Cry is going to bring back the Edatin since it was sitting there from the field. So I'm going to try to switch route here, and I believe he's just going to scoop it up. Yep, set 1. His attack, it's nothing. Bam. So there's that one there. Get into another one here. This one's faster. I think it's another hero player. I also finally hit King of Games with that, my OG video, the Mystic Piper Relinquished. I love that deck. It's very, very rewarding and just fun to play. The fact that I came up with it in quotes, like, I mean, I'm sure other people have had the idea, but I haven't seen anything floating around, so I'm gonna take credit for it. I love that idea. I'm gonna open pretty well here. Unfortunately, we don't have Primal Cry or something. We have both of the generic restrictive ones, but that's fine. Hopefully, I forget what we draw here. Right, we draw the Dakini, which is nice. So we're gonna add the Vennu to hand. Now, he searched the Poly. I know he has Poly in hand. Now, it's a matter of playing around the back row. Do I play around Trash? Do I play around Wallady? It's Heroes, we know they don't play Econ because they play 2 Celestial. Do I play around Chalice? He obviously doesn't have Chalice. Otherwise, due to Chalice, the Senju summon. So I'm going to play around Mass Change and Treacherous and Wall Disruption. Those are the main cards that I want to keep in mind as I'm making my plays here. So I'm going to summon the Dakini using the Vennu. So if he has Tretch on the Vennu summon, if I summon Vennu here and he has Tretch, I just straight up lose because I'm not summoning Vennu with Primal Cry, so I can't bring it back in the end phase, so I have to be afraid of Tretch here. And I still want to clear his monster in the case that he has Mass Change, so I don't lose. So like if he Mass Changes here, he loses the Vion anyway, so this prevents him from using Mass Change. And if he Tretches me, I still clear his monster. So summoning Dakini here is the only course of action. We know he has Poly in hand. So now it's just a matter of, I hope he doesn't draw a monster, but he draws a Celestial, and he doesn't have the Mass Change. If he had the, no, sorry, I forgot I'm playing Grit. So he could have the Mass Change, and he's just smart and doesn't use it because he can't kill me. And he still doesn't have Chalice, which is nice. But now I know he doesn't have the Mass Change because he just lets me clear a Celestial. And from here, we just win. Because I can still play around the Wall Disruption. However, in the simplified game state like that, where I didn't Ritual Summon a monster, I'm assuming he would have just Wall Disruption. Gishiki Chain there. So now we're just going to do a bunch of searching. Primal Cry. Now, I don't care if he gets rid of my monsters because we have Primal Cry engraved and can just resummon them at the end phase. And then we're just going to attack for damage. So yeah, that's the big thing. Like, this deck is solid. Like, I still enjoy this deck. It's still fun to play. It's very explosive when it draws decently well. Like, it's not hard to draw well because you're playing it, making it as consistent as possible. But it's just a matter of playing around the back row. And sometimes, like, you can't, and if they have it, then you just lose. It's just that simple. Or, like, you can't play through multiple Wisdom Gates if you don't have multiple ritual spells, stuff like that. But yeah, let's get into a live duel here. Let's get something popping, something going on here. King of Games rank. We're probably going to run into a meme, unfortunately. Nobody's playing for hires. Nobody's try-harding at this point. So it's probably just going to be meme deck versus meme deck. That's kind of why I wanted to stay in Legend, but I was getting sick of it. I just wanted to hit King of Games. So it's our draw phase. We have Grit. He can't kill me. I'm just going to hold my resources. No reason to summon anything at this point. Probably burn. I mean, it could be Amazonas with Weevil or just some weird deck with Parasite. Cause I don't know. People have been using Parasite as just like a catch-all skill recently. Just as like a way to just like screw up your opponent's draws or mess with their field presence. It could be... Oh God, what an awful matchup. Alright, so now we're going to start making plays here. Like, if he has Floodgate, awesome. I want him to Floodgate my shit. Let's see if there's a delay here. There wasn't a delay on activation. Is there a delay to this chain? Could be Tretch. Could be Econ. Let's see. I want to get the Searcher. Let's play around Wall Disruption here. Let's just start. Play it slow. Unfortunately. Ooh. Oh. So it's this dumb Cypher Soldier deck. Oh, I think we just lose. I think we just lose, boys. Grit! Oh! Oh, wait, no, we just lose anyway. Because he's 2,500 attack. Well, boys. I should have seen that coming. I think I lost to the ladder earlier on this. It's so hard to know. It's like, is it worth just not attacking? That was fun. I kind of want to do another one, but the video's already running long as it is, and you guys already saw some pretty good replays and some pretty good explanations. So enjoy that little meme at the end there. I'll catch you guys right now.